Hello and welcome to this playthrough of Diggin, our demo. This is our pre-alpha. It's been in active development for 6 months, so in this scenario the enemy has just withdrawn from this trench sector and we need to set up a defensive line before they are back. So we can expect light enemy patrols and harassment fire early on, then bigger attacks and eventually a big one, and usually World War I style, that's probably the best time to counterattack. Understood. So the camera is, you hold down the right button to pan, and you can use WASD to move around, and the mouse wheel to go in and out, and use the right mouse to quickly change your view. This is the command bunker, where all the troops are, and all the supplies come from in this demo. So in this game mode, which we call the sandbox mode, you have basically a trench sector. It starts here and ends here. So our first job is to create a perimeter, because digging trenches is a time-consuming job. So let's start by deciding where we want to build the trench, and we know that the enemy will be coming down this road, so let's actually prepare to meet them here. Click the trench, click down, and then extend and confirm. And now our guys come in and they start digging as well. So let's set it up. Oops, wait until it's green, then drag. So this is like in the city builder, these are your roads, if you like. Everything like men and supplies go through the trenches. And you can see there are a few of them not doing anything because they are waiting to be on guard duty, because, let's pause, we're now at DEFCON 2, right? So that means a quarter of the men are supposed to watch the line while the rest build. We could go to DEFCON 1, but then nobody will be guarding the line. So let's be super cautious and let's put up some guard points. So we go in defense and we use this called the line guard. So this is basically a point in 3D space where the AI will basically defend. And let's set up 8 of them. We have 8 men. We have 32. That means a quarter of them, 8 men, are waiting to guard. And you can even use this little window here. So now they will run about and take up their defensive positions. And what's important about this is that with like the flanks, is that you can click on them and change the priority. So it starts at 5, so let's put this one at 8. That means there's always someone guarding it, because this one is at 5. Next thing is storage. Because we want to start defending here, we need to set up machine guns and sandbag and defensive. So let's put down a storage for construction materials and storage for sandbags here. So as soon as these guys have finished digging the trench, they will start going and bring over all the stuff over here. So we double click on the pawn or the captain, and he is walking about and inspecting troops and boosting morale. So they actually finished the first one, so let's put down like a nice little trench step, so it will take them less time to jump up. And let's build a machine gun emplacement here. Okay, we're having some sporadic artillery fire, but it's okay, they did not kill anyone. So let's extend the trench, and in this scenario we have designed the ruins to basically complement trench design, so you can build through them and you can use them as part of your defensive system. So let's extend from here. Let's go through the graveyard and only do small steps at a time, because the AI still doesn't support doing, like, they all start digging, so they will basically queue up that job. And let's extend over here as well for our flanks. Let's check the research tree. This will be this kind of tells you about the scope of the game, but we only have one thing we can research at the moment for fun, so that's some barbed wire. And because it's difficult to defend the whole perimeter, let's put up some barbed wire here just to cover our flanks. And let's set up another one here, because we don't want the enemy to go through the flanks, because if they reach our command bunker, they will destroy it. See, it already happened here. Now it's going pretty well. Let's actually speed up. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Soon dusk will be upon us. Alright, here we go. Let's put up a machine gun. So you just click on the machine gun and use the mouse wheel to turn it around. And then let's place it on the parapet. And yeah, let's give it a little bit of defense. So a little bit of sandbags. You can get creative with this. Use the mouse wheel to rotate, hold shift to place continuously, and control, hold control if you want to make like precise fine tune your meshes down. Alright, now we don't need this guy anywhere here. This is kind of a dangerous place, so let's just remove it and put him down into the trench where he will be much safer from enemy fire. Let's increase the priority so we make sure they are guarding this position. And maybe this guy can't find a way to get down there, so because it's still a prototype, so bear with us and let's just give it here, okay? Alright, enemy patrol spotted. So soon we'll be attacked. You can see they are bringing in sandbags to build and defense. So now the machine gun is ready, and the machine gun is always at 10, so always someone basically making certain that the machine gun is being used. Alright. First enemy patrol is here. It's very light at the moment. The enemy attacks are quite light because we don't want to overload the system. So there it is. And now we have the most deadliest weapon in World War I at full rage. Alright. So as I said, this is the perimeter. So we're doing pretty well doing the first defense line. So perfect would be to set up another defense line here, because if you want to get creative, because there's a little bit of elevation, and in World War I this doesn't look like much, but this is very expensive stuff, and very expensive military real estate. So if you put up a defense line here with machine gun, it will be deadly, because then your guys are shooting twice at the incoming enemy. Let's connect through this graveyard into this house ruins here, and we can actually use it, like we can actually get a bit creative and yeah. And now we can set up like a machine gun or a more defensive position, turn this into a fortress, which what they did. This one is in a bad position. Let's move him to somewhere else. Let's set up defensive positions, and eventually they will be in the trenches here. We're at DEFCON 2, so if we're expecting a big attack, it would be clever to go to DEFCON 3, but just don't change to DEFCON during the attacks, because things might turn crazy. Let's get this one. This one's not a good position as well. Let's get him into the trench. There we are. And this is like level 1 trench, so in the game you will start like that, then you can actually make the men deepen them. So then obviously they can't see, but they will be much more safer from enemy artillery and snipers. But if you want them to defend this position and be extra safe, you can set up these fire steps, which is basically a little place for them to stand. Oh, that was close. A little place for them to stand on. And the officer, they're still not terrified of the enemy, so they will still sometimes walk in funny places, but we're going to change it so they will react to an incoming artillery shells and of course the enemy. So, oh, we had a direct hit. Oh crap. So we lost a few men here. So the enemy, okay, see, this is a problem, so it would be good to actually dig into these. I would actually suggest turning this into a part of the trench line, actually, because we're not very well defended here at the moment, are we? Nope. So this is not good. So let's make certain that we fight back here. So let's put down this here and increase the priority, so someone will jump in and start firing back. We could actually just put a bit of artillery on them, but it's a bit of a waste. So we could do that, but let's not do that. Okay. Small attacks, soon there will be a bigger attack. Okay, this is doing pretty good. Let's change the DEFCON from 2 to 3. So confirm and send runners. Here is the officer. And the runner is dispatched. So here goes the runner. And he's gonna go and find the officer and give him his orders, that his orders are to raise the DEFCON level for the whole army unit from 2 to 3. There he is. And now we're at DEFCON 3, so now they will all go to defend Defense, defense, defense. And it's good to have men like here in the flanks. It's important. And now let's put up another. We have one more machine gun. We get more supplies in about 3 hours. In 8 o'clock in the morning, we'll get a random shipment of supplies. So let's put up one more here. This is probably a good place to defend. And now we can actually put our guys on these fire steps, so they will have, now they can actually shoot over it. Like this guy is obviously not seeing anything, so let's just remove that and give them a little bit of parapet. This is gives the soldier he's still able to shoot, and it will basically give him also a boost to range and accuracy later on. Then we have the parados, which is good because this will defend them from... Oh! This is not good because now the machine gun is lying there and the enemy is probably coming. Yep, enemy patrol spotted, so hopefully one of the men... Oh, we lost the officer, so this can happen in the demo. So in that event, we'll just have to find someone else. And let's just promote him. So now he's the new officer. So, but later on we'll have like a ranking system similar to armies, and you can actually decide which of your favorite soldiers will become. Okay. So still quite lightweight the attacks at the moment. And yep, you can see the soldier that dropped the machine gun. Another one came in and is setting up the machine gun point here, which is good. So let's actually speed up a little bit. How many men? Oh, we have 34 at the moment. So let's just speed up a little bit and get ready, because many of them are looking for a defensive place. And we would like to be able to defend in the event of an attack. But a few of them are actually not doing much. We have idle soldiers. We have had new supplies here. You can see new day has started. Supplies have been replenished near command tent. So we have a lot of stuff. And let's actually build the second line. Now let's actually go into this here. So this is the voxel terrain, and it still has a bit of especially visual, sometimes bugs, but this is something we are working actively on with the voxel plugin people fixing, and they are absolutely great partners. So let's actually use the ruins and let's build into, so we can have a little bastion, maybe a machine gun and some troops firing both ways. Then we have enfilade fire on the enemy if they attack from here or here. Okay. Whoa. So, yep. This is not bad. Hopefully they won't attack us here. If they do, we at least can put some fire. We can actually move some of these troops into this area to hold it in case of enemy attack. So let's just put up this is not easy to defend, but at least let's keep them. So we'll put the priority to 8, all of them. Eventually you'll be able to set down this system with more than one at a time. And now a few of them will go in and start defending, because this is actually quite good, as I said, for enfilade fire. Oh, there's an enemy probing force spotted. So there are a lot of enemies coming now, so let's see how we do. Where's the officer? Okay. Alright. Like I said, quite lightweight attacks at the moment, but they will be much bigger later on. Okay, we're doing pretty well. Let's actually make a flare post, because they're kind of fun at the moment. And let's speed up the time a little bit, because so it won't be the longest. Okay, and our guys are actually fighting back here, which is good. So we're slowly taking over a lot of World War I real estate here. Okay. Okay, this is well, this will be fixed later. And if you're building and you want to cancel, you can just click cancel building. Oh, direct hit. Oh, we lost the officer. Oh, no, wait, no, here he is. So the enemy is engaging at longer range, which can be a bit tricky for us. Okay, we're doing pretty good, but still more artillery fire incoming. Let's speed up so we can finish building our little defense. Whoa, 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 whoops. So, yeah. That was quick. So we have 390 ammunition. We have 4 machine guns and construction materials and plenty of sandbags. The food is not ready at the moment. It will soon be. Food production will be a big part for the player in the trench sector, both improvised cooking stations and even like full-on field kitchens. And like in real life, hot food, great. Cold food, not so great. So the hotter the food is when it reaches the troops, the more morale boost you'll get from it. That was lucky. Let's extend the trench a little bit. Alright. It's going well. Oh, the flare post is ready. It will eventually, the man itself will basically shoot a few during the night. The player will decide how many. But for fun, we can do it manually. To see if any enemies are in no man's land. Nope. Everything is cool. Alright. We can get a little bit more crafty here and actually extend this a little bit. And let's get this one into better cover. Remove. Go in here, please. Let's put up the priority to 8. And I'm gonna speed up the game. Alright, okay. Random artillery fire, very dangerous. Okay, we have enemies incoming. They're shooting up flares. And actually, the enemy trench is over here, so if we want to, we can attack it. If we get their HQ, we win. So we will prepare the trenches here for them to be able to attack. And you can do this little neat trick at the moment and just remove bits of the trench, and then they will use that to, in some cases, to get out of there. Alright. That was lucky. And like I said, the men will react to the shelling. Speed up. So now we need to set up more better defensive positions. We're gonna claim this. We need to be able to defend it. We can actually put up a machine gun here if we want to. Oops. Heavy artillery attack. Oops. We lost a few men, so in the demo you can actually cheat and get more men for guarding or just for building. So let's get a few for fun to bolster the lines. Now let's wait for the big attack. Okay, the enemy is coming back in. So now we're shooting both from here and here, which makes it difficult for the enemy. So this is quite good way to play the game tactically, having as many different fire arcs as possible on the enemy. They still keep on coming. It's very typical early in the war. And because we're at DEFCON level 3 means that the building is not happening very quickly. But I'm not gonna go down until we do our attack. So let's just hurry up. And now the enemy is coming in full force, so we'll see how we do. But we'll use the opportunity to counterattack if their attack fails. This is not going very well with our front line here. We're losing a lot of men to artillery fire. And in the next version they will be able to do melee, so they will actually run and try to poke each other with bayonets. So this one is more ranged. Alright, now it's our turn. Now we will attack the enemy. We'll stand an artillery attack, and then we'll attack and go over the top. Alright, let's go to level 4. Runner is dispatched. There the runner goes, and the officer is here. And now we're at DEFCON 4. That means they're all gonna fight. So now we'll click on the pawn. We'll click attack. And we're gonna attack the enemy, and we're gonna do it now. That means all our men will attack, and hopefully, yes, there they go over the top. And the enemy has at least a machine gun, except maybe artillery took it out. I don't know. Nope. Okay. Where's the officer? Yep. Okay, this is not going well. But like I said, melee combat will be implemented very soon, and then they will try to go into the enemy trench and use bayonets and close combat weapons and punching and fighting to try and win the day. This is not going very well. Yes. So yeah, military victory is tricky in this game, but there will be night raids, more artillery, and all kinds of different ways for you to help figure out where the enemy line is the strongest and where it is the weakest. So I thank you all very much for watching, and here is the German counterattack, and yes. But we have actually more reinforcements coming in, so maybe we'll be able to hold the line against them. I think so. They will go now to where we want them to defend the most, to the guard points with the highest priority. Okay. So, yes, this did not go well. But at least it's still stalemate. We have our bunker, they have theirs. So thank you very much for watching, and any questions you can always contact us on Discord. And also remember to like and subscribe, and you can go on our website at vitargames.com and subscribe to the mailing list. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.